Still trying to shake this cold. He's back. He brought the MRI back with him. So, Morris will take a look at the MRI and evaluate Eddie as well. So,
how serious did the injury seem to him or to you? Or
I can't really comment on that yet until we look at the MRI and see. I mean, he flew back last night. He's in today. He's in this morning. And so he'll be looked at this afternoon. So by tomorrow, I'll have a much better idea.
We've already ruled him out for Sunday. I think the injury report said he was listed as out, so I don't know if you've officially ruled him out or.
I don't think he can play Sunday. If he could play Sunday, he'd still be with the national team.
And how about Oba?
Oba, we just want to be careful with today. I mean, he's still sore, so he's going to be day to day as we move forward. But chances are good he should be able to play.
And is it looking like Dempsey is fit enough to start potentially?
Again, we'll evaluate that over the next couple of days. He's he got through the game okay. Got through training today okay. So we'll see how he is tomorrow. We got a lot of moving parts where we're evaluating.
Speaking of those moving parts, the goalkeeper, have you made any decision on that yet?
No. I mean, it's something, we've talked this morning as a staff. Obviously we talked after the game. We talked yesterday and we talked today, and, we'll talk a little more tomorrow, and we'll decide. As I said after the game, for us it's important that we find our form back, that we get ourselves together defensively. I think it's important, and, we're evaluating everything in that regard.
Is the decision on that as straightforward as who gives you the best chance to win, or does more go into it than simply that?
There's never any decision that's like that. The decision you make is what's best for the team and the club. That's how you make all your decisions.
Is this the first time in the 5 years that with a healthy 1 and 2 keeper that you've actually had a decision to make about which one's 1 and which one's 2?
Might be with a healthy 1 and 2, yeah.
Is it, and this might be a little pickup on Jeremiah's question, but is it sort of the soccer equivalent of like a quarterback change where it just seems sort of sonic among the fans and in the locker room?
No, I think it's more a situation of, again, you gotta, like I said to our team, are we the team that went 14 games undefeated at home, or are we the team that, that's taken 2 bad losses? Is Michael the goalkeeper who was averaging, basically a goal against a game, or is he the guy who's taken 9 goals in 2 games? I think he's the guy who's averaged a goal against a game. I think we're a team that went 14 games undefeated at home. I think that's the team we are as well. But it's a matter of us finding our form again. So sometimes your form's off, or you lose a bit of confidence, whatever the case may be, and sometimes you have to make a temporary move or a temporary adjustment to deal with that.
With April, would it be a different type of decision?
It's not April, so I'm not going to worry and speculate about that.
Y'all brought Michael in partly because y'all thought he had the confidence and experience to follow somebody like Keller. Would those kind of traits also suit him well, weathering, giving up 9 goals, and also maybe a benching?
He does have all those traits, and that's the reason we brought him in. That's the reason he's been our number 1 goalkeeper, and that's the reason he's played good games. So like I said, I don't think it's any reason to panic. We're going to evaluate how we are right now, where we're at, what's best decision for right now. But haven't lost faith or confidence or anything like that.
What did you think of Patrick's play on
Thought he came in and played well. I thought he came in and played well. I mean, he bad pun, shot himself in the foot, by injuring his foot, 2 days before, and then didn't want to commit until he had an MRI, which was late on Tuesday afternoon. So at that point, we don't want to make changes. But I thought he came in and played well. It was also a little bit easier because they took the foot off the gas a little bit at that stage of the game. We went to 3 in the back. We went to a 3-5-2. So it's a little bit of a different formation.
What potentially does he, plus and minuses, does he provide? I mean, what has kept him off the field from seeing the field more now, and what would potentially he bring if he got back on the field?
What's kept him off the field has just been the timing of his injuries and his sicknesses have kept him off the field. And in years past, for Patrick over his career, it's always been sometimes he'll make a crucial error in a game. but he can avoid that crucial error. I mean, his ability to win balls in the air is very good. He's also one of our more dangerous guys on set pieces. Coming forward, he strikes a good ball. His passing is pretty good out of the back. He wants the ball in the back. All those are positives. And his defending, when he's, manning up a guy or challenging or playing against the target forward is very, very good.
I understand that part of your preseason will be going to the Charleston tournament. How does that help prepare you guys?
Last year we went to Tucson. It's something different for the team going to Charleston. They asked us to come. And obviously we got a couple of players, Nagel and Kasky, who've played there as well. They've got a couple of our guys who played for us. And Amadou Sanyang and so forth. So there's a relationship there, and I think it's not the worst place to be. South Carolina. At that time of the year.
The Timbers are.
South Carolina, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The Timbers are a tough team to play at home. What concerns you heading down to Portland?
What concerns me right now is just our team. We just have to worry about ourselves. Timbers worry about themselves, and we have to come out ready and prepared at the opening. We can't be giving up a goal early part of the game. That's an important aspect for us, and we know what to expect in terms of the crowd and the stadium and the emotion. All that's important, but right now it's just all about us. It's all about us making sure that we're ready to play.
Did you feel that you got in the training session you were hoping to start remedying those problems?
I was pleased with the training session. We spoke before we came out to training today. I thought the talk was good. The interaction was good. The players had all watched the last game. We talked about that a little bit. And today, we were able to, do a little more than guys would normally do 2 days out from a game. But we wanted to make sure that, some concepts were there, and that we understood those concepts together, and we did. And I was very pleased with training.
Talking about going over the game film, is there any recurring themes that you see in this game and the Colorado game, other than
goals change games? Goals change games. So obviously, a recurring theme is us giving up early goals, and and who had the first chance, the best chance against Vancouver? We did. If we score that goal, and then the whole game runs differently. Even at 3-1, if DeAndre puts away his breakaway, as he's coming in on the right, it goes 3-2, and maybe everything changes. And so our finishing hasn't been as good as we need it to be, and we've given up goals. It seems like early in games for us in Colorado, we fell asleep twice and we're down 2-0, and and you really look at Vancouver, and it was basically almost like 2 shots, 2 goals, or 2 shots on goal, 2 goals, and so from that standpoint, we. Unlucky is not the right word, because you create your own luck. We just haven't been disciplined enough to make sure that doesn't happen.
You've got a former Timber on your team in Adam Moffat. What kind of dynamic does that bring to the locker room this week with this game?
It's been a while since he's been with the Timbers. He's been with Houston really the last 2 years. He's not somebody who played for Caleb Porter, so I don't think it has much of an impact.
As far as no goings or comings involving the Sounders and the national team after the game tonight?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Anything else?
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks.
I'm Kyle Beckerman. I'm Landon Donovan.
I'm Dwayne DiRosario.
We love soccer. We train hard, we play hard, and we support with passion.
When it comes to discrimination, we don't cross the line.
No bullying, no racism, no sexism, no homophobia. No excuses, no exceptions.
Don't cross the line. If you're playing, training, supporting, or coaching, don't cross the line.